you have 5,000 rupees worth check. At the end of 3 months or 2 months as per the agreement, journal entry number 1, journal entry number 2. 2 journal entries will do it for your acceptor or drawee account. Now, once if it is collected exactly after 2 months, but before that 3 days. What is that 3 days? 3 days we call it as grace period. Clear? Yes. Past journal entries in the books of Sridhar and Venu. We are supposed to prepare journal entry in the books of Sridhar. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your other sir here, lecturing Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the 9th session of your topic called Bills of Exchange. You know what is bills of exchange? Bills of exchange in the terms of like you have a documents for anything you have taken money. So whatever documents you have, that documents can be transferred to one person to another person. This is called exchange. That particular document we call it as bills. Exchange of these bills we call it as bills of exchange. Now we are in the 9th session in the sense. In this, we have an adjustment called dishonor of check. If your check is dishonored, if your document is dishonored, then what happens? Like, I have given you 5,000. In return, I have taken check from you for rupees 5,000. So, the check can be presented exactly after 2 months. But after 2 months, when I presented that check, the check got dishonored. Dishonored in the sense bounced. Then what happens? Then it has to be discounted or whatever charges are there that has to be paid. So we will discuss and we will work out one complete problem on this. Your problem will be like this. Like the question is bills sent to bank for collection dishonored. Like you have 5,000 rupees worth check. At the end of 3 months or 2 months as per the agreement, you have presented to the bank for rupees 5,000. When you presented in the bank they said you don't have sufficient balance. This amount cannot be credited. Then what happens? Then that particular check is called as dishonored, bounced. Now, on 1/6/2000, this will be heading and according to that we have a problem also. Now, on 1/6/2017, Sridhar draw a 2 months bill. Now, on Venu for 10,000, how many persons are there? 3 persons here. Actually, first person, Sridhar for when it is given on 1/6/2017. Draw a 2 months bill on Venu for rupees 10,000. It is on whom? It is for Venu. The amount is 2,000. Now, so amount is not 2,000. Amount is 10,000. Now, Venu accept the bill. Venu accept the bill and Sridhar send it to the bank for collection. Whatever bill prepared by him, it is accepted by Venu. So, after 2 months, Venu has to pay them how much? 10,000. But whenever the Sridhar sends it to the bank for collection on the same day, on the due date, the bill was dishonored. When will be the due date? Exactly take 2 months because the problem is about 2 months. Now, if it is 6 plus 2 means it will be 1/8/17. Add 3 days. This will be your due date. Clear? Now, so exactly when it is presented, it got dishonored by Venu. Past journal entries in the books of Sridhar and Venu. We are supposed to prepare journal entry in the books of Sridhar, journal entry in the books of Venu also. Easiest one. Now, journal entries in the books of Sridhar. The Sridhar we call it as drawer of the bill. Now, so what is the journal entry? He has collected the bill. When he was collected on 1st June, he was collected. For collection of bill, what is the journal entry? bills receivable account data to collected by whom? Venu. Now, bills receivable account data to Venu account. What is the amount? The amount is 10,000 as well as 10,000. Clear? It is done. What is the next one? Once if it is collected exactly after 2 months, but before that, bill sent to bank for collection, bill receivable. Whatever bills collected, it is given to bank for collection. Now, so it will be what? Bill sent for bank collection to bills receivable, ulta. Then, this is also done 10,000, 10,000. Finally, what happens? What is the due date? I'll go back to question. 1/6/2017 was bill made, prepared. Exactly what is the month given? 2 months given. In this, 1/6/17, add 2 months. It will be what? 1/8/2017. Add 3 days. It will be 4/8/7. So this will be called as due date. Exactly at 2 months. After 2 months, you are supposed to add 3 days. What is the 3 days? 3 days we call it as grace period. Clear? Yes. Now, Venu account data to bill sent to bank 10,000 as well as 10,000. Hope you are clear. Yes, we done with this calculation. Now, so we have done with journal entry, bills receivable account data to Venu account, over. Then bills sent to bank for collection to bills receivable, okay, over. The last one, so dishonored means what happens? Like bills receivable Venu will become ulta. Venu account data to bills sent to bank for collection. This is called bills dishonored. Hope you are clear. Yes, the amount will be same. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Have they mentioned anywhere about charges? They have not mentioned anywhere about charges. If the charges are mentioned, then we are supposed to show the noting charges or else whatever the charges they made for dishonor. Now, these are the journal entries in the books of drawer, or else we can call it as Sridhar. Now, we'll go for the next one, the last one, journal entries in the books of Venu, the acceptor. Journal entries in the books of acceptor, there are only 2 entries will come because he will not deposit the check into bank. Only 2 entries will come. Those 2 will be, one will be Sridhar account data to bills payable account, then bills payable account data to Sridhar. So very simple. Your Sridhar means what? Sridhar means he is a drawer. Sridhar means drawer. Now, drawer account data to bills payable. Bills payable account data to Sridhar. Or you can call it as like drawer. So you can go it for drawer. Only 2 entries will get. Drawer account data to bills payable account data to drawer. Journal entry number 1, journal entry number 2. 2 journal entries will do it for your acceptor or drawee account. Now, I'll go back to your previous one. How many journal entries we prepare? We prepare 3 journal entries that will be drawer, like bills receivable account data to your acceptor or drawee account. Similarly, your bill sent for collection, bill sent for collection account data to bills receivable account. When you send for collection, your documents will be given to whom? Bank. And the last one, if it is dishonored, then your first entry will become reverse. What it was, bills receivable to drawee or Venu. The Venu account data to your bills receivable will not come. Bills sent for bank collection. Bills receivable sent for collection. So these are the journal entries we have. It is the smallest problem because this kind of question will be asked for 6 marks. But in your this current attempt, so this topic is not there because this topic are deleted. Now, so why we are doing all these topics or classes in the sense, if anybody is writing your repeater exam or else anybody they are writing and some other professional exam, if they want topic called bills of exchange, they can make best use of it. So I'll show all these slides. If you want, you can take screenshot. So this is your problem number 13. So this is your first part, like journal entries in the books of drawer. These are the journal entries in the books of acceptor. So this is all about your today's session. Hope you understood. It was a smallest session, but the topic which we covered is bill dishonored. In case of bill dishonored, what will be the journal entry in the books of drawer and in the books of acceptor we have learned. So all the very best, study well and work out more number of problems on bills of exchange.